Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to talk about a very interesting topic. In the last week, we talked about the managerial roles. We identified three major roles played by any manager. The role number one is interpersonal roles. Role number two to be played by a manager is the interpersonal roles. Role number three to be played by the manager is decisional roles. So, out of these three major roles, the most important role is decisional roles because the effectiveness of any manager depends on the accuracy of the decision he or she made. Accordingly, today we are going to talk about managerial decision making. First, I would like to highlight the objectives of the lesson. Objective number one: define decision making and distinguish between decision making and problem solving. Objectives number two: describe types of decision situations and types of decisions. Number three: describe what type of conditions are involved in managerial decision making process. Number four: identify and explain types of decision making styles. Number five, the last, explain the steps of rational decision making. Let me structure the lesson. The first, we will discuss about identifying what a decision is. Secondly, we will talk about explaining what is decision making. Number three, distinguish between decision making and problem solving. Number four, describe managerial decision situations and types of decisions. Number five, explain decision types and managerial levels. Number six, identify decision making styles. And number seven, elaborate decision making process. Then, shall we talk about the benefits of learning the topic? The overall benefit by following this lesson you can gain is engage in accurate decision making and problem solving. Activity number one. Before talking about what a decision is, shall we engage in this activity? So please answer my questions. Number one. Think about a decision you made recently. Number two, think about an important decision you made in the past. Number one, think about a decision you made recently. And number two, think about an important decision you made in the past. Number three, now list both of these. Then identify what is common in these two decisions. Hint, think in terms of your actions. So then if you could identify a decision made you recently and very important decision you made recently, so then compare the characteristics of these two decisions. What are common in them? Then with this knowledge you will be able to see whether you are correct. What is a decision? Decision is a choice. Oh, decision is a selection. What kind of selection? Decision is a selection of the best alternative solution for a problem. So any problem in the society or human have many solutions. So decision making is selecting the best alternative solution for a problem. Shall we engage in another activity? Activity number two. What is a problem? Think about a problem you experienced recently. Think about another problem you experienced recently. So identify two problems. Then see what is common in both of these problems. Use the following table in comparison of these two problems. First, identify what you wanted in the problem situation and what you really had. So for an example, you wanted to passed GCE A-level exam, but what you really had, you failed the GCE A-level exam. Or you wanted to earn big profit from your business, but you incurred the loss. That is what really you had. Then you wanted the profit, but you incurred the loss. So there is a gap between what you wanted and what you really had. So accordingly, the problem is the unfavorable difference between the actual state of affairs and desired state of affairs. So if we take the example, desired state of affairs is the profit, high profit. The actual state of affairs is a big loss. So there is a difference, there is a gap. This gap is known as the problem. Decision making defined. The decision making is the process of selecting the best among the alternatives in order to solve a problem. Yes, in other words, when you come across a problem, you will have many solutions. So selecting the best alternative solution to solve the problem is decision making. Then the difference between decision making versus problem solving. Decision making involves identification of the problem, analyzing the causes of the problem, developing alternative solutions, then evaluating the alternatives and selecting the best. So these 4 steps taken together is known as decision making. But once you implemented the selected decision, it creates a problem solving. Then managerial decision situations and types of decisions. Managers face 2 kinds of decision situations. Number 1, program decision situations and unprogrammed decision situations. So what is a program decision situation? A program decision is decision made in routine, repetitive, a well-structured situation through the use of predetermined decision rules such as habits, computation techniques, policies, procedures, etc. It is a well-planned decision situation. Then number 2, non-programmed decisions. Non-programmed decisions are made in non-routine, novel, ill-structured situations. Then shall we compare the characteristics of programmed decision and non-programmed decisions? The decision situation. In the programmed decisions, it is routine and repetitive. In non-programmed decisions, decision situation is non-routine and novel. Then in program situation, structuredness is highly structured. Non-programmed decisions are unstructured. Degree of familiarity of the program decisions is very familiar. Non-programmed decisions unfamiliar. So users of the program decision mostly by lower level managers, and in the non-programmed decision mostly by the top level managers. So in very short, a program decision is a decision made in a routine and repetitive form. Non-programmed decisions are non-routine and novel in form. Decision types and managerial levels. Then when we identify top, middle and lower levels, the most of the lower level managers engage in program decisions. Those are routine nature problems. Then top level managers are engaged in mostly non-programmed decisions. So novel problems come across very rarely, not in a routine way. Given in the earlier, identify 2 rational and non-rational decisions. Right. Then shall we move into decision making process? The step number 1 of the decision making is identification of the problem. We said decision is a solution for a problem. If a decision is a solution for a problem, first we have to identify what the problem is. What the problem is. The clear identification of the problem requires analyzing the business environment, analyzing the environment, internal environment as well as internal external environment. Then gather information related to the problem. Gather information. Number 3, with the information gathered, clearly define the problem. Then identify the causes. So if you complete these 4 steps, identification of the problem will be very clear. And first analyze the environment, then gather information. With the information you gathered, you define the problem, identify causes. So for an example, you see a loss incurred in your organization. So first analyze business environment and gather the information related to what caused this problem, the loss. Then identify the causes for the problem loss. Decision making step number 2, developing alternative solutions. So in the first step, you identify the causes for the problem. So eliminating these causes will be the solution for the problem. So clearly identify what caused the problem and how to eliminate the causes. So the way you eliminate the causes will be the different solutions for the problem. So if you incurred the loss, then identify the causes for the loss. Maybe poor quality of the product, maybe employee dissatisfaction, or maybe poor raw material, maybe something wrong in the storage facilities, etc. Then to identify the alternative solutions, you can use a fishbone chart. The head of the fish is the problem. The bones are the causes. So you can use a fishbone chart for this identification of the alternative solutions. Step number 3, evaluation and alternatives. Evaluation of alternatives and selecting the best. Then for the above example, we identified many causes: poor quality of the product, employee dissatisfaction, then some transport problems, storage facilities problems, etc. So evaluate the effectiveness of these solutions. First, see whether these implementation of these solutions are feasible. Can we eliminate employee dissatisfaction? Can we take remedial actions for the poor quality of the products? And like that, analyze the feasibility of the solution. Then see whether the solution solve the problem considerably. Whether the solution is very effective. Then identify side effects. Say for an example, employee dissatisfaction may be due to poor salaries. Then if you increase the salaries, sometimes there would be cash flow problems in the organization. So these are the side effects. Then accordingly, the most feasible, effective solution without much side effects can be selected as the best solution. Step number 4, implementation and review. First, plan the implementation, how to implement the plan, and then implement the plan. Plan the implementation and implement the plan. And next, once you implemented, review the progress periodically. These are the steps of decision making process. So altogether we can say that problem decision making process involves 4 steps: identification of the problem, developing alternative solutions, evaluation of alternatives and selecting the best, and implementation and review. So this slide summarize all the 4 steps of decision making process. Thank you very much.